thinking about doing the story today, but nah, that is so fucking annoying. Like, seriously. This is something else. Really is. there. So stressful. Anyway, I think next time I'll do the story. Uh, not today, but next time. Which will be Friday.
Supergirl.
Hold on. Oh my god.
I trusted you to teach me.
You've still much to learn, Kara.
Like how to lie?
Begin.
I was wondering what that smell was, and I almost stepped in it too. My dog. She doesn't usually shit in my room. She usually like shits in my mom's room, or like the first room. But she shit in my room today.
Hey, oh, Hestia! Now don't be real silly.
Christ.
Hey, Latina! Now apologize.
Quit holding back, Kara.
Worst part's coming up. Hail Artemis! I'm not even tired.
Hail Demeter!
Supergirl wins.
My dog, man. My dog. What is wrong with this game? And all like just forcing you to like spend all that many credits. That's over half of what I got. Fuck's sake.
Supergirl.
Anyway, I think next stream I will, even though like it'll only be 2 hours, do the story mode for Injustice, or at least start it. Cause why not? I haven't done it before, you know, and it's just there.
Hard to tell, but you look grumpy.
My, aren't you perceptive?
I'm way more of a sun and fun girl.
Begin.
You've got a snowball's chance in hell.
My whole life defies the odds. Now don't you feel silly?
It really ain't nobody's fault but my own. I'm the one to let her out. And
Now
I don't be taking her out like I should. I done got bad at just like
Supergirl wins.
letting her just do whatever she want. I done got to where like I spoil her. You know, that's never a good thing.
Supergirl.
Constantine. I remember, I didn't even know, like I saw the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves years ago, and I didn't know, like, he was a DC character, until later.
Begin.
But, I didn't know, like, so, oh, he's not really in the game. They just have him doing assist stuff and saying it to him, really, that's all. Eh,
I can knock you down all day.
but yeah, the new Batman um show that came out. I think it's called the Cape Crusader. I think it's also supposed to be like a spiritual successor to the Bruce Timm animated series. Um, I think about giving it a try because like I've seen clips of the animated series, um, throughout the years. Just never actually sat down and watched it. Um, but I would love to
Begin.
watch it. I just don't know where to watch it.
Not even tired.
Um, but the Cape Crusader, that I really don't know. Um, let me check my audio real quick. Okay.
Now apologize.
It's that bad, huh?
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
Let's see. What about that? Yeah. I just gotta be really loud, like all the time, if I want.
Hit me like you
Okay.
mean it, hero.
Here goes a few of your teeth.
I don't know what the problem with the audio on Xbox. I thought once I got a new headset, you know,
Supergirl wins.
everything would get better, and you know, you could hear it better, and it wouldn't cut off like this. Um, but no, it still does it. Um, it's somewhat salvageable sometimes, but the audio does bother one of my friends who does want, watch my streams.
Begin.
Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Um, I'll probably have to look it up. Oh yeah, how could I forget? I did finish the suit design. I don't know if I brought that up last stream or I don't think I did, but in case I did I mean either way, I finished it and it's on my Instagram, it's on my TikTok. Um, I think that's the only places I put it for cheeky marauders. Um, and on my and my community tab on YouTube. It's there. If you want, you can look at it and give me feedback. You know, tell me what I could work on.
Supergirl wins.
Um, there was only surprisingly, like I posted it pretty much everywhere, but there was only one person that just straight up hated it. I think he was just trolling, but I did ask for his feedback on what exactly, you know, he thought was wrong and what I could work on. And like I said, he hasn't given a response. Um, so either way, I'm okay with how it turned out. The pants legs, um,
Begin.
don't look that great because I couldn't
I'm not even tired.
like with all those web patterns everywhere. I could not picture it in my head how they would look like from different angles. So that kind of looks weird. Someone did suggest that I should have made the body have webbing as well, but the main concept, which pretty much is lost on the drawing, that inspired me to do the drawing in the first place was I wanted a spider design on the back to come towards the front
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
and kind of like look like it like accentuate, is that the right word, or emphasizes the eye to look at the center spider on the front. um but as you can see, I didn't do
Please a crowd.
much of an original design for the spider on the back. Uh, the spider on the front that's smaller has more of a design, a unique design. I mean, um, the one on the back. What happened with that is that the original unique design I had came up with for it, it I realized that I couldn't make it fit. Like I couldn't have it like come towards the front like I wanted to if I was gonna keep it in the same design, uh, the same unique design that I made for that spider. So I was like, okay, I'll just make it simple, uh, more of like shape based. Because sometimes simpler is better, and I just made it pretty much a diamond. Not not really a diamond, but what's it called? Um, basically a rectangle with triangles on the top and bottom is what that whatever that shape would be called. That's what the back spider looks like. So
Supergirl wins.
uh, the main thing anyway was making the spider on the back come towards the front and make the emphasis onto the front spider. So that did work, or at least it looked as good as I could have made it. And the process was very, very
Begin.
long. Like when I finished it, I had worked on it for like 10 hours straight that day, and I had got up early. So I didn't get done till like 6. I think I started at like 9 or 10. But the then I'm gonna do another version, but instead it's gonna be black and blue. Um, I think I'm gonna keep the eye design, but maybe tint it a little bit somehow with shading. Um, Everything else I'm gonna try to make different, like the spider design on the front and back.
Silly. I'm not even tired.
Um,
Is something distracting you? You have no idea.
Is that supposed to be like a reference to her, like, just looking sexy, or anyway? Um, what was I gonna say? The I was gonna I'd say something about the design.
Supergirl wins.
Um, that I'm basically, yeah, just gonna do a new version, but not right now. Uh, it took like I should not have done 5 different poses. I should have just done a front and a back and maybe a pose or a side.
Begin.
So that's what I'll do for this one. Don't know if I'll use the same poses. Okay, what I remember now. What I was gonna say, like while working on it, and this is why I felt some type of way when that person said that it looked like it was done in a day. When working on it, there was like so many stages. Like I had to design each individual piece of the suit. You know, the logos for the spiders, the heads, and how the head would look, how the eyes would look, um, how the shoes should look, how the gloves should look, um,
It's time for us to part.
Whatever
how
you say.
the lower half should look, and what I did was once I came up like finalized what I wanted to use because I had different versions of pretty much everything. Um, Once I finalized that and drew them together, I um
Supergirl wins.
made some little tweaks and changes uh manually, you know, with the eraser and stuff. Then went back over it with a marker, then scanned it into the computer, and when coloring it, I made even more adjustments to fix mistakes I had with the paint uh, app on my computer because that's all I had. So you know that's the reason why it's not shaded, or it may look very, I guess, cheap. That's why I didn't have actual drawing software. I just had paint on my computer. Um, but I think,
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
yeah, with everything, with all the revisions I did throughout each process
I feel silly.
and the time it took uh, to come up with the ideas and pick which ones I wanted,
Now
I
apologize.
think I did okay for um what I had to work with. Um, a main like issue people that know me personally said that they didn't like was the color scheme, and I think I said this too. I picked red and yellow because when I looked up Spider-Man suits, for the most part, they're like throughout history, they've mostly been uh focused on like red and blue, and I didn't want to do red and blue. I wanted mine to look unique. Um, and I also wanted to homage to like the I don't
Supergirl
remember
wins.
which series started this, where the Spider-Man like logo is in, you know, red and yellow. You know, where it's red for like the outline and yellow for the color. It used to be like, that's the logos you would see on like uh toys for Spider-Man.
Begin.
But that's what uh that color, that's how I came up with that, because at first I wasn't gonna do it like that, because red and yellow had been used before for
Now don't
one of the Scarlet Spider suits, I think, or Iron Spider. S- Um, I think you guys know the one I'm talking about, the one where it's red on the body, and then yellow for like the details, like the eye and the logo and stuff. And because of the logo being inverted and not having seen a yellow Spider-Man suit with red highlights, that's what I went with. Um, I have seen a black and blue suit, but the only one I've seen is that the new blue suit in the Spider-Man 2 game. That's it. Like, I haven't seen a black and blue suit other than that,
Begin.
or the Fantastic Four one with the bag on her head, or if you want to count that. But so that's the plan for the next version. Um, damn, she's knocking him down hard. But that's what I that's my thought process about the suit's design.
which part of
Um,
you hurts the worst?
uh, I think it was very a very unique experience. It didn't get as much reach as I wanted it to. In fact, on Instagram, I don't think anybody even really saw it. Um, on Instagram, TikTok, it didn't get like 1,000 views, but views really doesn't matter
Supergirl
on
wins.
TikTok. It's more of like people that actually like it. Um, so I did have like a bunch of people complimenting the suit on TikTok, and liking it. So that was a positive. Um, Reddit, not so much. I think only 3 people upvoted when I posted it, and I only posted it in one Spider-Man
I'm not even tired.
subreddit, the main one, not any of the games. Um, Perhaps if someone wanted to, they could share it, or what's the word, cross post it to the other Spider-Man subreddits uh,
Work out more.
to help me get the reach out there. But eh, I don't plan on doing it, because those are mostly focused on the games, and this was like a fan art thing, so it really had nothing to do with the games. Um, I also, like I said, posted it on like my YouTube community tab.
Begin.
Uh, Tried to put his. I probably shouldn't have put so many hashtags. Uh, but I was trying to. There were some hashtags I forgot. I forgot to put Kent Powers on there. Uh, but all in all, it doesn't really matter. Um,
Now don't you feel silly?
Yeah, I did post it to some discords, but you know, the places I posted it didn't care for the most part.
Silly.
Um,
Need me to call your wizard?
but I did really enjoy the experience. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. What I was hoping would happen is that it would blow up
You'll die
and
Go ahead.
that
Underestimate me.
uh, it would get um, a lot of like positive feedback, rather, I guess. So much so that like Marvel or Sony Animation would see it and be like, "That's an interesting design. Let's kind of do basically what happened with the original black suit design." Um, if you don't know, the original symbiote black suit for Spider-Man came about as like a contest for
Girl wins.
a suit design, and I think the guy he got money for like when he submitted it and they asked to use it, but I don't think he gets money every time it's like used and stuff, um, or even credited. I don't think. Um,
I'm not even
but
tired.
I was hoping something like that would happen. That was the end goal for me, and I was hoping that would, you know, help me grow the channel, my presence.
You need to work out more.
But it's okay, you know. It was a good experience. I enjoyed it. It was very tiring. Uh,
I can knock you down all day.
a very different kind of drawing experience than I'm used to. I usually don't do as much planning and pre-planning and drafts of stuff before I draw. Like before I like get into the process of drawing and doing it. Like it's more of like
Submit to order.
one time I get I look up something and I just right then get everything I want to do, make it in one draft, and then move on to the final draft. But that's not how I did it this time, like I said. Um, but yeah, it was. Uh, it was as you can imagine, sitting there for 10 hours straight after because I did it like what back to back. Whatever week I posted it, that was the same week that at least like for 2 days, specifically the days I didn't have to stream, those were the days I got up early to work on it, to finish it. Um, so that was, as you can imagine, tiring. Spending my off, quote unquote, off
Part
days
of you hurts the worst.
working. Uh, and you know, it paid off. You know, so it's okay. I I made it. You know, it wasn't about finishing it. It was about getting my idea on the canvas in the correct way that I wanted it to be. And I did that. And then, you know, sharing it was just kind of a bonus. Um, I'm very, I'm thankful for the reach, like the audience I got, and the feedback and positive messages, responses to the drawing, and I can't wait to start the second version. But I may just wait till next month, really, to start. Um, by that month, Lollipop Chainsaw should be out. I think I may get the pre-order, even though I don't really care about the pre-order bonuses. But just because like it'll be cheaper, even though it's already cheap. Yeah. Okay. No. But it's already cheap.
Supergirl wins.
I don't even think it's like $60. It's like it's in the 40s, or, or it's like I think the PS Plus slash pre-order um, price is like $49.99. So I guess the original price is like $59.99, maybe. If not, just something around there.
I
But
think I found my calling.
but I think I really can't wait to play that. Like I don't know how the story goes, and I know there's like different endings.
This girl kicked your butt.
Um, only ending I somewhat know, like I watched once, was the one where whoever the master Asian dude is gives his body to the her boyfriend, who's head she had, or uh, that's the only one I know of. But I'll play that on stream for sure. Um, haven't gotten any more info on
I doubt it.
Nen Impact, which is kind of disappointing. But that's how Hunter x Hunter really is. You barely hear anything for like a long time, and also, unfortunately, Togashi did make an update saying that he's been having more back pain lately, unfortunately. So it wasn't even good news as far as like the manga goes. But
Supergirl.
but yeah, I can wait. I mean, after all, it says 2024 release date. Um,
Begin.
so it's got to be this year. And Sparking Zero comes out in October. So at worst, it'll mean like December 1st at worst or something like that. But we'll see. Uh, but I'm also of the mindset that they should probably delay it. Because looking at the screenshots, yeah, the graphics don't look that great. You know, presentation isn't everything, but it is something. Um, the gameplay, um,
Respect the
could,
slave.
potentially be interesting, but at the same time, with an auto combo system, like where like all you gotta do is just press one button, and like that overgear thing, uh, mechanic, I don't see it becoming very competitive. So I doubt most will play ranked, but I will. Um, Definitely gonna lab. Already, I remember at Evo, when they had the presentation for it and talked about it, the guy, one of the, like, I think a lead developer, or just someone who worked on it, said that, even at Evo with the demo they had, there were top players like in the FG community rather, were already coming up with scummy mixes and stuff, cheap and cheesy ways to win.
Supergirl wins.
So that's that's gonna be something, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Um, who's that enchantress? Yep, nobody I want. That for sure.
Supergirl.
But I think that's about it for stuff, new stuff
Begin.
been going on.
You need to work out more.
Um, Still editing videos into shorts and stuff. Like I said, I noticed without tags, they get more views. So I've just been like making them without editing the descriptions and stuff and putting tags in there.
Silly.
So, still, I mean, not. There's some with like no views, so I really don't know the
You give
criteria for like making them like spread more. But as far as like, I think right now I'm on the one where I was doing Street Fighter V and Mortal Kombat 1. Um, as far as like Mortal Kombat 1 goes, I don't. I'm very much disappointed with Combat Pack uh 2's roster and the expansion, the story expansions, pricing and roster. Well, really, that's
Supergirl wins.
No, they're different, aren't they? No, they're the same. Three or like Mortal Kombat characters and three guest characters. That's the Combat Pack 2, or the story expansion. I think it's all one thing, but it's the price of an actual game. Like that's the price. It's like $59.99, if not like it was like I think $49.99 if you just got the expansion. I don't know, but the point is you ain't gonna see the story expansion on this channel. Hate to say it, cause I thought it was gonna be free. Cause that's what I had heard from like True Underdog. You know, at first he was like it was gonna be free. Now we see it's not free. And but he did, True Underdog at least did confirm that Combat Pack 3 is coming eventually. Maybe a whole year from now, but it is coming and it'll include Cassie. Don't know at all what they're gonna do to make it make sense, because they've already changed Takeda to being Kenchi's cousin. Janet Cage is in the game,
Supergirl
and she is just straight up a female Johnny Cage. Cassie is, Johnny and Sonya's daughter, but they haven't gotten together in this new timeline. So I don't know if they're gonna make Cassie Johnny's cousin or sister or whatever. But, or maybe Takeda isn't really Kenchi's cousin,
A little hot.
Now I'll
and
be loud.
that's just a
I'm
lie.
here for the music.
begin.
And he's really his son from the future. But I don't know. I'll watch, the story expansion somewhere. I'm sure channels are gonna upload it. I'm just not gonna buy it though. Like, for OG fans of Mortal Kombat, I feel you. As far as like, cause like True Underdog said, he was disappointed that Cassie got leaked for Combat Pack 3 or whatever. He didn't want her to be DLC because she's been in the last two games, and he felt like she could sit out, even though he said he wanted a character that had been in the last two games as well. But
Apologize.
okay, what made that fist powerful? Like, I thought her only superpower was like her screaming, but anyway, obviously, I don't even think you can buy the characters like individually. Maybe in the future you can, but I think that's also the other issue with the story expansion. You can't buy the characters individually. You gotta buy them as a bundle, and the bundle is fucking like $49.99 at least, and
Supergirl wins.
that's too much. That's too much, you know. But not only that, but there's only so much they could possibly do with the story. Like, and it's Mortal Kombat. Like, like, is anybody really expecting like Spielberg level of storytelling with this story expansion? Really? Because I'm not. So I don't think I'm gonna be missing out on much. So I'll be fine sitting this one out. um, so I'll probably reinstall Mortal Kombat 1 whenever they do Johnny's season or Sindel season. They already did Natara's season, like that was like the second season, but I didn't know because like I had came in during like the fourth or fifth season. Um,
You feel silly.
but is that's as far as like Mortal Kombat 1 goes on the channel. 11. I want to get all the Jinsei augments for the girls I like the most. And that which would be like Sindel, Sonya, and
Supergirl wins.
Cetrion. So but like you guys saw, like getting those is like tough as fuck, and you really need as many hearts and consumables as you can get. So, don't know how long that'll take. Who knows? But anyway, once I do that, I may just finish the crypt walkthrough, get everything in the crypt, and then just uninstall 11 so I can install something else. I'm thinking Tekken 7, because it has that character I want to main in it. I think Bob is his name, and he isn't in Tekken 8. And maybe my cousin will be entertained with me um, labbing a character in that game, because he's a really big Tekken fan. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna uninstall the Arkham games because they don't have Copperhead, or at least the ones that they had for sale didn't, and I never was really into Batman like that anyway. So um, I need to really start Near Automata or Scarlet Nexus or Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I need to start a new game, like on the channel for sure. It's just that I haven't.
Not even tired.
The 4-hour streams are usually on days where I'm streaming with my friends and trying to play something with them. So
Supergirl wins.
I may have to change the schedule around anyway to have another 4-hour stream day, so I can use that day for story mode. I want to do Atomic Heart again. Um, in fact, if we don't do Spider-Man 2 or are able to like get all three of us on stream this coming Monday, that I think I'll do Atomic Heart instead. Um, but yeah.
Now apologize.
Dang. Drop the top. Ugh.
I can knock you down all day.
Anyway. What else has been going on? Oh, rest in peace. To the voice actress of Misty from Pokemon. She passed away, unfortunately. I think she had breast cancer. Um, I think that's what she died of.
Played out.
I'm heartbroken.
But oh yeah, she also played Jessie. I didn't even know she played both. Um, it's really sad because Misty was like my favorite like girl protagonist they had.
Supergirl
Um,
wins.
so when I was into Pokemon, but what else has been going on? The Craven trailer dropped. A new trailer for it showed Rhino at the end of the trailer.
Back to the zoo.
Don't know what angle they're going with really for Craven. Well, actually, now that I think about it, the trailer showed a lot of like gory violence, which I wasn't expecting since hell, like not even Venom showed blood and goriness like that, you know. But I'm definitely more excited for Venom 3 than I am for Craven. Um, I wonder, like, is that Black Cat movie like gonna happen? Even if it is, we'll probably see uh, a post-credit scene at the end of Craven for it. Most likely.
Rolls.
Uh,
Not happening.
a lot of people, as far as like Venom 3 goes, have been speculating that that hippie-looking guy in the trailer, in the van with the kid, they've been speculating because it's the same actor that played the Dr. Connors in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. It's the same actor,
Supergirl wins.
but they've been spectating that that's who it's going to be. It's going to be Dr. Connors, and the kid is Peter Parker. Because that was also what a leaked synopsis um, of the movie was, that like Eddie would have to protect a young Peter Parker. Uh, I don't know at all what they're gonna where they're gonna go with it, but I do want to see.
You need to work out more.
Spider-Man, whatever it's called, the college years, years show. They're gonna be doing I think a synopsis and trailer
Come to Earth and
got shown, released. Basically, uh, kinda they're gonna have like, I guess norm because what they're gonna do is they're gonna have like Norman be a mentor to Peter, kind of like how Octavius was in the Insomniac game was. But I think he knows Peter is Spider-Man. I think like that was like the straight up like what was going on. I'm not sure,
Respect the bow.
but I was gonna say something like bow down to me, but eh.
Supergirl wins.
Anyway, but who knows, really? Deadpool and Wolverine didn't even really have a post-credit scene. The only scene in it, uh, hinting at like a future event in the MCU was, uh, was at the beginning of the movie when he gets sent to whatever that place is with the guy in charge, and he sees a clip of, I guess, what can be assumed him dying in Thor's arms while Thor is crying. Um, I had actually forgotten about that by the end because the post-credit scene, I was expecting that to be something, but it was just a joke. Uh, the joke was that earlier in the movie, uh, Chris Evans shows up as his Johnny Storm variant. Uh, I don't know, uh, if that means the other, he does mention Reed, but I, he didn't say past tense, I think. So maybe they existed in the void, or they just got completely killed altogether. I don't know. But the joke at the end was during that introduction of Chris Evans, Johnny Storm. Uh, when they meet Cassandra, Deadpool says he basically he's at first you think because we do see a scene of them on their way to Cassandra, and during that scene Johnny didn't say these words, but he essentially says Johnny said talked a bunch of shit about Cassandra. He told her Cassandra that, and Cassandra immediately killed Johnny after that. And the joke is the post credit scene shows that Johnny did in fact say all the things Deadpool said that he said. It doesn't change the fact that Deadpool still got him killed by, telling her that. But, you know, it was funny still. Um,
Supergirl.
and I think the last real fight at the end was Deadpool and Wolverine versus a bunch of like Deadpool variants.
Begin.
But the real like best fight of the movie was when Deadpool and Wolverine were fighting in the car. that one was more, what's the word, intense and interesting. 'Cause even though, the same problem with the Deadpool variants was the same problem with the Wolverine and Deadpool fight. They both heal. Uh, so they can't really injure each other permanently. Yeah, they can feel the pain and all that,
Not happening.
but it allowed them to like brutally harm each other viciously and blood with a lot of blood on screen without it doing lasting damage. Um, the Deadpool one at the end, you didn't really know because Nicepool got killed. So, but even still, like it's obvious that at least
No apology.
a couple of them have a healing factor, even if Nicepool didn't have one. I think it was kind of it's it was messed up, but and dark in a dark tone, kind of funny, but not. I didn't find it funny, but it's still Ryan Reynolds, so it's like it really didn't matter. Nicepool doesn't really matter, and we know Deadpool wants the dog, which belongs to Nicepool, so we know ain't no way Nicepool is just gonna let Deadpool take his dog, unless he dies. So, of course. And I thought Dogpool was gonna get in the fight, but he didn't. I mean, she didn't, rather. She never got in the fight. You know, everybody else was fighting. Um, what else? Um, who knows? Like where any of this is gonna go. Could go nowhere. Could go somewhere. Um, but I think it was definitely said that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman do want to do a movie with Spider-Man, and of course, because duh. And I think I said this already. Like, you know, the way that there's interesting ways they could go about it, but it would all rely on Tom Holland uh having chemistry with Ryan Reynolds. Like if he like doesn't have any chemistry with Ryan Reynolds, like on screen, it's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be good. Uh, Cause that's like the main thing you have to get right. Because Deadpool and Spider-Man, they have insane chemistry. Like when they're together, like it is like super entertaining. And if they aren't able to match that, they definitely can't do what they did with Wolverine. Uh, you know, not just because you would need another Spider-Man variant. Uh, because our Spider-Man, Tom Holland's, isn't, he ain't like serious, like super duper serious and angry and mean like this Wolverine variant was. Uh, so they would, like I said, either have to have like Tom Holland's Spider-Man go up, in the comedic sense, because his would be, it would never be in him intentionally being funny. It would be he'd be in funny situations. But I doubt that, because I doubt it because it was already, revealed that
Harley Quinn.
or said that they want to go a more serious kind of route with Tom Holland Spider-Man going forward, where he's losing his identity as Peter Parker and is throwing himself into the role of Spider-Man more. Um, so like I doubt
Begin.
that like they'll make him more jokey. And the only other way they could do it to make it work is like make Deadpool a mentor to him, like, or not a mentor, but like a big brother, like a big brother who's like they'd have to be still. The chemistry would have to be there for them to pull that off if they go that route of the big brother kind of role. They like if they ain't got chemistry, that's not gonna work. So I like,
Your jokes are bombing.
and I definitely don't know like how it would work if they put Wolverine in there with them. Even though Wolverine and Deadpool, the Wolverine variant that is friends with Deadpool now, the one that's alive, even though they're cool now and they're best buds, you know, it would still feel like a third wheel kind of thing. Like I don't like it doesn't even matter whether Wolverine would be the third wheel or Spider-Man would be the third wheel. It doesn't matter because one of them would be. Because either it's going to be like two adults and this kid uh, awkwardly trying to relate to each other, or Deadpool constantly being the big brother uh, of Spider-Man and not really um, giving Wolverine much attention, and him just kind of being there. So You know, I said they could go a lot of ways, but those are the only two I can really think of they could really go with. And they all rely on good writing and chemistry between the actors. Uh, Even though this Wolverine and Wolverine and Deadpool is, you know, still, Hugh Jackman, which is like Ryan Reynolds' like best friend, and they have like chemistry, you know. The Wolverine he was portraying was way meaner and aggressive than. I mean, I didn't see Logan, but from what I had seen but before that, he was definitely way meaner and aggressive than that Wolverine ever was. Um, and it took a lot, them going through a lot, you know, not just fighting, but us having to like get um moments of backstory with other characters, like this Wolverine telling this X-23 variant about his backstory, because he didn't tell like Deadpool that, as far as like we know. Um, it's just gonna take a lot, and the more I think about it, as much as I would love for them to do, I would rather it just be Deadpool and Spider-Man. But it's obviously gonna be Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Wolverine if it ever does happen. Uh, the more I think about it, the the more unlikely I can see it succeeding. So, I mean, maybe they could prove me wrong, Maybe Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, they'll all have like so much good chemistry that it'll be even more of a success than No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine combined. Maybe. It's possible. I'd be more than happy to eat my words. Like, because even though I had some gripes with Deadpool and Wolverine, it was enjoyable. Even though I had some gripes with No Way Home, it was enjoyable. They were both good, no, great movie-going experiences. Um, so, also, Beyond the Spider-Verse, I think Pavarkar, whatever, the Indian Spider-Man voice actor, said that they start, or at least he starts, recording his dialogue either next month or in a couple months. Uh, so I guess that's good. Uh, but
Harley Quinn wins.
I really can't wait for Beyond, but like I said with Beyond earlier, uh, I don't know how they could surprise any of us really. Uh, Even though I liked Across, still was kind of underwhelming. And
Was demented and abusive. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss him. You landed on the wrong earth, sister.
Begin.
um, I don't know like where they're gonna go with Prowler, Miles, in the Spot. I really don't. I hope that whatever they do with Prowler Miles surprises me and is something interesting and different. But I have a feeling it won't be. And I hope the spot. I hope him and Miles have a tender moment together. And they finally, you know, delve into the seriousness of their complicated relationship of making each other
You're gonna
who they are now.
you singed my pigtails.
Um, we'll just have to see. I sure do hate that comic story and isn't he didn't live to like see it, man. Fuck, that's so depressing. I really hate that. Um, but I'll definitely watch it and soak it all in and enjoy it. You know, it not just for me as a Spider-Man fan, but it's for him. Um, I need to finish going through the Spider-Gwen stuff on his comic story channel. I got to the Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy married part.
It's playing hard to
Uh, I stopped because I feel some type of way about like Miles and Gwen like having a relationship like that because it really just feels like he's getting like Peter sloppy seconds. You know, feels like a Yamcha, Bulma, and Vegeta kind of thing. I know that like we've seen so much, so many adaptations have like Mary Jane is like Peter's true love, and don't really either don't have like Gwen in it, or have it having her dying having happened so far in the past that you know his love for MJ is his love for Gwen. He loves her and cares for her so much because he wasn't able to give all that love and protection to Gwen. Um, but you know that that kind of gets muddied when they make uh Gwen, Spider Gwen, uh, a romantic interest of Miles Spider Man. Not only that, like dealing with Peter, but like
Not bad for a rookie, huh?
it
get it again.
it like shortens like the creativity they could do with Miles and making characters and unique kind of relationships for him. Like him having a relationship with a new character and building a unique type of relationship with that character or an existing character. Like I think they did one where like it was like Peter and Miles were like in some kind of like dream reality, and Peter was married to Gwen, and Miles was going on a date with Kamala Khan. Uh,
Who wants to play?
the Miss Marvel.
I'll rough your house for good.
Begin.
But I definitely got to read my Miles Morales comic that I've had for years. I haven't finished it. I really want to read it to my cousin. Um, but he's so active. Like he cannot sit down long enough for me to read like any of it to him. Like I just don't think he could. But
You're just playing hard to get.
but yeah, Spider-Man is awesome. Um, and I think I said this on stream. Either I said this on stream or I'm getting it confused with the conversation I had off screen. Where I truly think by the year like 2099, like the version of Spider-Man we'll be seeing will be mainly Miguel O'Hara, because of like of course like that to tie it, not just to tie it in, but like that'd be perfect,
Harley Quinn.
a perfect excuse to like kind of reboot whatever they have going on at that time and rebranding and like coming up with like interesting takes on the character of Spider-Man, the mantle rather. Uh, but and they'll be doing that with Batman, like having Terry McGinnis. He'll be the Batman in the future, like the main adaptations version we'll be seeing. At least that's what I think. Like I kind of hope that happens. I had talked with the so I got to use Superman, huh? Yep. I had talked with a friend about it. Uh, he's like I doubt it. They haven't retired
Supergirl.
uh the OG characters in years now, like over 50 years. They haven't retired those incarnations of the characters, so he doubts they'll ever do it. But I think they will, or at least they'll try it once. Even they'll try it. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. But I think they'll try it. Um, I also talked to him about Static Shock, cause he brought up he thought he had heard rumors about them making a movie or Static Shock TV show, but it never came to light. And I think I may have remembered like hearing rumors about it too,
This girl kicked your butt.
but I really hope he does get a movie. Cause like out of like all DC characters, he is my favorite DC character. So and he's never had a movie. He had the TV show. It lasted a long time, or at least had a lot of episodes.
Supergirl.
Uh, but still, like that was like years ago. We ain't had nothing new with him now outside of maybe his Black Lightning persona showing up in some DC movies and shows. But who knows?
Earth has a new protector.
And her name is Starfire.
I want to prove I'm better.
Begin.
But multiverses, I forgot about that. Sheesh. What little I remember what's going on with that was it had like microtransactions out the ass. But even before that was an issue, the issue was that like the microtransactions that I mean the additions that they had available,
I'm tired.
like you could buy,
I can knock you down
and
all day.
which a lot of people did, but like the game was still in like what, the alpha stage. So then they delisted it, and then it only recently got brought back. But now that the problem is there's so many microtransactions, that it's just wild, man. So I don't know. I really don't know
Let us end
if
this.
I'll ever play
We're
it
not
again.
done.
Um, like I said, like when the beta was a thing, I played it. I tried to main Shaggy, but I've never been good at like Smash Bros type games like that.
Supergirl wins.
Um, so there's stuff to look forward to, and
Do I actually have a sister? As if. How dare you get my hopes up?
Begin.
wow. But I was gonna say something. There's stuff to look forward to, but because everything's so quiet, you know, we're not getting,
Part of you hurts the worst.
any news about anything. So it just feels some type of way. Well, okay, the thing I was gonna say was about Sparking Zero. I talked with, I think I said this on stream, how the problem with the Dragon Ball community in Sparking Zero is the same problem that was a thing with the Amazing Spider-Man movies
You're going
and
sky high. Here
the
goes
Spider-Man community when No Way Home came out. Like when No Way Home came out, and the scene where Andrew Garfield shows up, and at least in my theater, the crowd went wild. The reception for it, his character showing up, was positive.
Supergirl wins.
Matter of fact, you had people saying, "Oh, there's my Spider-Man, man. That's my Spider-Man." You know, been a long time since I seen you. That's my homeboy right there. We go way back. But if you all can remember, and even if you don't remember,
Cal, you need to stop.
from the like recent like reviewings, like releasing of the movies, the Spider-Man movies in theaters, the reception for the Amazing Spider-Man movies was bad. Fans didn't like it. They didn't like it then, and they didn't like it. They didn't show up to watch the re-release either, so they still don't like it. So what I'm getting at is they they say they like it now, but they don't show that, and never did before. That's the same way the Dragon Ball community is with GT now. Like in the comments of Sparking Zero, all you'll like see, majority of the comments will be GT character when. You know, when are they gonna reveal GT characters? Is GT gonna be in this? You know, so it's like y'all never liked GT. I was one of the few who wanted to get into GT back in the day when I was super into the Dragon Ball community. I've been watching Lance, aka Mr. Fusion's, GT, Dragon Ball dissection stuff, and he's nearing the end. It's sort of piqued a little bit of like my interest. I had 4GT. So it's like
Supergirl wins.
I'm conflicted because like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just like controlling him, like it always makes like me feel like strong. You know. Is he even in Xenoverse 2? Now that I think about it. I know the dragons and Baby are.
What wager did you have in mind?
Winner gets your lasso.
Begin.
But yeah. That's there's a lot of like toxicity in the Dragon Ball community. Like even back when I was super into it. The main thing that was an issue was you had people divided over Broly. That was the main thing. That they would call people who like Broly tards, and he would be the topic of debate in like every group. Like how strong he was, what he would be capable of doing if he had more like screen time, or they explored his character. But it's like now I appreciate early Dragon Ball more than I appreciate the Dragon Ball I was introduced to, which was like Z. So, and GT is kind of like a throwback to the early
Supergirl.
Dragon Ball era, in a way. Lance breaks this down better than I ever could. And I appreciate that, but like, it definitely didn't work. Like, I still haven't like seen, like watched episodes of GT, but like, I don't need to watch them to know they're bad.
We should respect
Some things you don't need to watch to know it's bad. Like the Snow White movie. You don't need to go see that.
I'm not even tired.
We all know it's gonna be bad. And the only reason people go see movies like that is so they can make videos where I watched this so you didn't have to. But I'm not that type of YouTuber. You know me. Like, honestly,
I'll rip off your limbs.
I
I almost really did that for Madam Web. I was going to record a reaction of Madam Web with my friends, but I may just watch it myself and just talk about it at some point.
Supergirl wins.
Cause MJ got to get a new headset. We don't know how long that's going to take. So, but we know it's bad. Everybody said it was bad. Everybody thought it was going to be bad, and it's bad. Even the actors working on it said it was bad. The only person I've heard say good things about it was my cousin. He said it reminded him of the Sam Raimi movies. But at the same time, when he saw the trailer, he saw how bad for a trailer and quality it was. So even then, even though he watched it and has positive stuff to say, there's still stuff about it I know he does not like. So, but I gotta hit him up, see, because he had visited me while I was asleep on one of my off days. Gotta see when we can get together or just chat. Maybe he'll join us on stream one day. He does have a Twitch. I remember him saying he didn't want me to shout out his Twitch until he had it really set up the way he wanted it. So I don't remember it anyway, but who knows? But we got 5 minutes left in the stream. I like this, even though these streams aren't really entertaining. I at least am talking through the whole stream. There's no part where I'm quiet. That's a good thing. These last couple times, that's been a blessing. That we've had enough topics to discuss to last the entire stream. So it's okay, that this one isn't super duper funny. I didn't really land the bow joke. I just kind of said I was going to do it, but I changed my mind. I don't know if I'll make that into a short or not, but there'll be other streams, and I can always clip those, and I still am 3 months behind on videos. I'm still watching videos from 3 months ago and making those into shorts, so I have enough stuff. It'll be fine,
Which part of you hurts the worst?
but next stream might be story mode for Injustice 2. It might be, may not be. I think I am gonna try to do Xbox. If it's not, it's gonna be Soul Calibur. So we will see. Trying to stick to my schedule. I was a little bit late today, unfortunately, because I got up. I had my alarm set to 5 minutes before the stream starts to prepare. But I usually like to get up at 30 minutes till to really prepare. To make sure I'm up and got everything set up, and I didn't. So when I did go live, I was a minute or two behind. But I still made it. Still streamed. Was able to have a good discussion. Or not discussion, but me just voicing my opinion, rather, and talking about those. we will definitely be live Friday. Unless something comes up or I'm killed, you know. You may know, you may not know, but yeah,
Begin.
you know. You're gonna block, aren't you? I know you're gonna block. You're gonna block. You are. Like, I can tell. Do not block, Kara. Like, seriously.
After this, first round's on me.
Whatever you say.
That was a good thing, Kara. Like, she was like, you know. That reminds me, gotta. See? Fucking CPU, man. That's the problem. But anyway, I definitely need to hit up my other cousin, too. Like, I remember from them and my aunt on that side. And, you know. I don't say this enough, but I appreciate you guys. You know. You always, you know, the ones who watch the streams live and the ones that watch the streams on the channel.
Supergirl
I
wins.
appreciate it. You know. Even when you can't make it, you know, leaving likes on my posts, letting people know I'm live. I also appreciate that, you know, and sharing it. Just, I hope that you appreciate
Begin.
the people in your lives as well, as much as, like, I appreciate you guys. You know. I joke about this a lot with Ty, but I do think it's very important to always tell your loved ones that you love them and care about them and appreciate them. You know. Because too many of mine have passed without me being able to tell them that. You know. So I could not bear, you know, that happening again. And, you know, if I can help you guys prevent that from happening to you, you know, more power to you, to me. Eh, we'll let this fight finish and then we'll end the stream because after 8, but I was a little late, so why not, you know. This bitch is gonna lose, isn't she?
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
But yeah,
Clearly you lack training.
Jesus Christ. Just want to say thank you again. Thanks, and I appreciate you. We'll be live Friday. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do it on Xbox. So I I want to start Injustice story mode. Because, like, I have not touched it out of all, like, these years that I've had Injustice 2. I haven't touched it. So. But, yeah.
I'm stomping you right now.
Okay. He's so cringy.
Kryptonians value respect.
Look where that got him.
Okay. That was uncalled for. You're an edgy little boy. Bad enough his mom, what, didn't, she pretty much raped Batman, right?
Supergirl wins.
That's how he was born. His mom, Talia, right? Al Ghul, she raped Batman. Like, drugged him and fucked him against his will, you know? I don't know. Probably, I probably got it mixed up with some other incarnation of the character, but either way, that's it for this stream. I will see you Friday. Have a great rest of your day.